Thank you.
You must be the one who called about the cottage.
Yeah, Tora.
Henrietta, pleased to meet you. How are you?
Fine. Where's the cottage? I didn't see it on the way up here.
Oh, it's around the back. Come inside first and we'll talk before I take you up there. That's Caesar and Rebecca. They just stopped by to say hello. They're helping me with some things out back. Well, first I'll make you some tea while we talk. Let me take your jacket.
Thank you.
Make yourself comfortable. Oh, that's Mary.
Did you take all these?
Yes, I took all of them. Do you like them?
Yeah, actually, I'm studying to be a photographer myself.
Yes, well, I've been an amateur photographer for years. Keep looking around. The tea is almost ready. I hate how the sun glares through these windows at this time of day. Sit down and have a cup, Tora.
Thanks. Can I have some sugar, please?
I'm so delighted you like my photos. I've taken so many over the years, and I have to say I'm glad to have them hanging in this house. This house has been such an inspiration to me.
So they were all taken at this house?
Yes, they were.
Forgive me for asking, but how long have you lived here?
Sometimes it feels like I've lived here 100 years.
Can we go look at the cottage now?
Yes, I'll just go and get my shawl.
You know, why don't I just come back tomorrow? You seem really busy and your friends are over.
Please. I've set the table for all of us. Stay and have some. The turnips are from my garden.
No, I don't think so. I really should go.
Stay, Tora! We'll look at the cottage when we finish dinner.
Okay, sure. Thank you. These are beautiful napkins.
Yes, they are, aren't they? They're very old and very dear to me. I shouldn't be using them really, but they're just too pretty to put in a closet somewhere.
You know, I'd love to hear the story about your house.
Do you believe in life after death?
What? What do you mean?
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
It's fascinating, ghosts. Every culture and society that has ever lived has believed in some kind of spirit.
Yes, but that doesn't prove that they exist.
That depends. The Navajo believe that those who are dead can return as ghosts to injure those who are living, no matter how kind or affectionate they were when they were alive. They believe that the ghosts would only come out at night, and even adult Navajos were afraid to travel alone after dark.
Those are just stories meant to scare people into doing what they're told. I think they're just myths.
Ghosts exist. They just live at a different speed, and they occupy a dimension outside of ours. And sometimes, not by accident, our world connects with their world. They are trapped in their world, like we are trapped in ours.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So when was this house built?
They say that when you die, you can only remember one day in your life. It might be your most happiest, but it might be your most frightening. And that memory will determine everything that happens from that point on. This house was built in 1828 by Isaac Rengstroff, after he and his wife Elizabeth emigrated from Austria. That's him the day he finished building the house. He had amassed a huge fortune for himself in Austria, and he just wanted to retire and grow grapes for the rest of his life. So he built the house and he planted the vineyard. You could say he put too much of himself into the project, for less than a year later, Isaac went mad. His wife, Elizabeth, became frightened by her husband's irrational behavior, and she feared for her life. For her and for her child's protection, she locked Isaac in the cellar. But the insane man starved himself to death. After Isaac's death, The grapevines withered, and Elizabeth was forced to the winery. To make a living for herself and for her child, Anna, she took in boarders. To make a little extra money, she allowed hangings where the vineyard used to be.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh yes, fine. It's up the stairs, first door on the left. That was uncalled for. We need to be more careful.
I need to leave.
I'm afraid you can't leave.
Why not?
I think you know why not.
Who was that couple? Actually, you know what? I really need to leave right now.
They don't want you to.
There was no cottage, was there?
Oh, that burnt down years ago.
And the photographs?
I suppose you could say they're just old friends.
I don't understand.
It's been a long time since Isaac died in the cellar. When he did, it changed this house. People started to avoid it. After a few years, even Elizabeth left. But Anna stayed because she had become accustomed to Isaac living in the cellar. Oh, she didn't know it was him at first. But after a few years, she could see him. And not just him, but others who had moved in as well. Before she died, Anna convinced a young woman to take her place as caretaker of the house. After a long time, that woman convinced me to stay. And I'm not ready for a replacement yet. But lately I've grown bored with them, Tora. I want new faces, new photos. So I put an advertisement in the paper and here you are. And now all I have to do is wait for the ghost to take you. Get her! Take her!
There is a process in photography called sepia tone. It is a two-step process that starts by placing a black and white print in a tray full of photographic bleach. It takes a while, but as the photo sets in the bleach, it starts to disappear. Blacks fade to grays, and grays fade to ash white, until all that is left is hints of faces, dim outlines of people. It is only then, when all that is left is a faint image, do you take out the print. The photo is then placed into a tray of sepia tone, and the moment it hits the liquid, the print begins to change. Suddenly, images reappear. Everything that made up the picture suddenly comes rushing back. But now it is different. It is still the same picture, but now it is made up of faded browns and muddy tans. Everything has lost its contrast, its depth. It all looks worn around the edges. It is the same photo that you started with, but now it looks older, changed. It's as if the photo and the people in it have suddenly aged 100 years.